So you're watching this and you're probably wondering what is going on right now. Well, this video was blocked for some reason because of copyright, even though this falls under fair use, and in fact I barely use it in the movie. So yeah, if you want to see this video without any of these problems, go in the description in my Patreon. It's for free, you can watch it unedited. But yeah, unfortunately we gotta put some filters over this video, so it won't look too great, but that's what you gotta do. Also, screw you guys who own Valiant, because this movie sucks, and it's not like you guys make money off of it anyway. Because if you did, you would block the fact there's a YouTube video that has a full movie on it, but my video gets blocked. I still don't understand that, but hey, here we are. Let's get into the video. What the hell is Valiant? That's the question I'm asking, because I've seen this film a couple times as a kid, and even as an adult, unfortunately, and I still don't know what it is. Keep in mind, this is from the producers of Shrek and Shrek 2, which they thought was very important. Not DreamWorks who made Shrek and Shrek 2. It's just the producers, I guess some producers who made Shrek 1 and 2. What kind of marketing is that? As you can see from this trailer, the animation is awful. So this is made by Vanguard Animation, who also did the amazing movie known as Space Chimps. And this is one of those movies I saw as a kid. I was like, what was this movie? Because I barely remember it. So in case you're wondering, it's about British pigeons fighting Nazis. Or Nazi pigeons. I don't know what else to say. Yeah, that's the main movie. And this is just some show schmo movie. This was like not licensed, but like shown by Disney themselves. So they had the license to show this movie for some reason, whatever. Why they wouldn't want to do that, I have no idea. But that's some big name actors like Ewan McGregor and Ricky Gervais and a bunch of and Tim Curry and other people like that. I don't know why they're in this movie. It's terrible. I mean, does this look good to you? But enough talking. Let's get into it. Though I gotta say that before I start this review, I gotta shout another review that I thought was really funny. There's like only one other review, and I'll be linking that in the description because it is really funny. If you don't like my review, maybe you'll like that review. But I hope you like this review. And if you don't, give me a dislike. But if you do, give me a like. You know, I appreciate your likes. And I also appreciate your dislikes, because that helps somehow in the algorithm, because YouTube makes no sense. We're giving this lovely title intro that looks like it was made in Kid Pix. Vanguard Animation. As I said, they made Space Chimps, so they're not very well known for their craftsmanship. So one of the problems with this movie is that I had no idea until I was an adult that this was a World War II movie. Yeah, that's how badly executed it is. It's literally, they're Nazi pigeons, and British pigeons, I guess, trying to get knowledge to where they should strike. And of course, they figure that out at the end, but I'm going to wait to the end to showcase how stupid that is. But yeah, these pigeons are fighting for the British Army, I guess. You know, it doesn't make much sense. They don't really go into detail about it. It just takes place during World War II. It's so vague about it, unless you know the iconography, you wouldn't even know what the hell I was talking about as a kid. Also, they try to sexualize the birds, and that is not okay. So this little leukemia bird, who's played by Ewan McGregor, wants to be part of the war effort, but I guess because he's too small, he can't. And the seagull also wants to fight, but he has got shit up his ass, so he can't fight either. Or some bullshit, I don't really know. So these awfully animated pigeons start flying in, even though they're really supposed to be training, because, you know, World War II is kind of serious. It's not like something you can just chillax about. It wasn't like this, like, all happy-go-lucky time, but of course, I don't expect Vanguard to have a quality insurance. Also, you can see the animation here looks really bad, especially up close. So yeah, instead of fighting the Nazi pigeons, or whatever the hell, their falcons, or whatever the hell is going on, they come to show off that, yeah, we exist. And Valiant's like, oh my god, I'm so hard, I want to join the war effort! Also, these pigeons are, they're bullies, so someone said, let's give them wife beaters. I'm not the first person to notice that, but, I mean, it's hard not to notice it. Look how terribly designed they are. Also, all the pigeons look fucking disgusting. Like, they look like they're not even finished rendering. That's how bad they are. So these evil Nazi pigeons captured one of the I think they're falcons, whatever. Captured one of the pigeons who's played by the King Harold from Shrek. Because I gotta reference Shrek again.
I'm dying.
So if you couldn't tell from this bad animation and this poorly cropped YouTube video that I'm watching this from, Valiant's mom doesn't want him to leave the nest. Get the pun? For some reason, she doesn't care about the fact that their whole nation can be taken out and be swathed with a bunch of Nazi falcons. But he's like, I'm gonna die of leukemia, so I want to fight. Plus, I'm wearing a diaper here, it looks like, from this angle. So he's flying for the sky, and he has to spit on himself because this movie has to have gross out humor. Yeah, that spit was entirely necessary and looked really badly rendered. Speaking of badly rendered, here's a PNG image of London. And in London, I guess if you couldn't tell by how terrible the background looks here, we don't spend a lot of time in this scene. You introduced the most important character, Bugsy, who has bugs. He smells like shit, I guess? I don't know. He's a fucking babe. And these, I guess, crows here are also wearing wife beaters, because everybody who's a bad guy who isn't a falcon, they have to have wife beaters. And the really interesting thing about this character here is that he's played by Ricky Gervais, who, since the script is shit, he doesn't do anything funny. Probably just should have made him do improv. It probably would have been a lot funnier. Where the hell should they give him here? They're trying to scam these crows, and that's very important because that's why he joins the army and becomes Valiant's gay fuck buddy. So they sign up for the war effort, but they measure up and they realize that Valiant's dick is too small. As you can see there, he is too small to join. I was like, hey, I got a big dick, so you should let me in. Oh, he stinks, so he shouldn't be in. I don't even know what happens here. I'm just reciting what I think happens, because it's probably better whenever what's ever going on in this movie anyway. So they get transported to this camp where some bad pigeons are there. You can tell they're bad because, once again, they are wearing the wife beaters. Now, I think these are supposed to be part of the crew, but like I said, these guys don't get any character development. Like, none of these characters get any development at all. This movie's, like, is paced to shit. It's like an hour long, and it flies by really fast. No pun in the fly part, by the way. So the pigeons do training, but it's not really funny or entertaining, and it goes by really fast, so they don't get any better. There's no jokes, so he gets hit in the ass. I guess that's a joke, but other than that, yeah, nothing happens. So, yeah, they go back to torturing King Harold from Shrek, who is John Cleese, by the way. I just know him as the king from Shrek because I'm watching too much Shrek. Let's just say that. So, yeah, they decided to torture him for information about something I don't really know. But here's what they come to as torture, by the way. It's really weird,
Much worse. We have ways of making you squawk. What kind of birds are you?
Is there racist, by the way? So the pigeons are going to the nurse's quarters, and then you think, yeah, this white nurse bird pigeon here is super hot. And it's like, yeah, I want to bang you. But she's like, I'm into rough stuff. How rough? She's into big, rough stuff. She likes to be dominant. And a Valiant is ready to take that dominance right up the ass. I'm not even joking about that last part.
I'm Valiant, by the way.
Alright then, Valiant. I'm Victoria.
Oh!
So after training, they're finally going off to war, even though Valiant sucks ass and gets his leg broken. So he says bye to his fuck bitch, I guess. But uh-oh, he gets face planted. Wah, wah. Also, did I mention that Valiant gets injured again? If you got injured this much, you probably wouldn't be allowed to go to war because you'd just be a liability. But I guess Nurse Bitch over here thinks that's a real turn on the guys with giant beaks, so she wants to give him a little smooch on his beak. He wants to peck his pecker. But that doesn't really work out because, you know, his beak is too big. So here's one of the dumbest scenes of the movie. So the guy, Bugsy, he played by Ricky Gervais, decides that I don't want to be in the war anymore. This is like the day before they leave. Because he didn't really want to be in the war ever anyway. But for some reason he's stuck around the whole time because he's an idiot, I guess. I mean, he isn't very smart. I mean, he hangs out with flies all day. So, yeah, he's like, I'm leaving. And I'm not joking, the very next scene, he comes back. I mean, I'm actually going to play it to see how long it takes for him to come back. And you get to see with me when he leaves and when he comes back. Because I'm not joking, he comes back the very next scene. It is such a pointless scene. I mean, when these scenes happen, like, they come back way later. Here's, like, the next scene. I'm not even joking. I'm going to time it. You're going to watch it with me. I'm going to count it.
Look me up when you get back, yeah? You know what I mean?
3, 4, 5, 6. It's the same count as the line. Let's count when the scene over the fly. Okay. 1, 2, 3,
Gentlemen, take your places. Our mission is to be dropped behind enemy lines in occupied flats, make contact with the French resistance, get a full top-secret message, and bring it back here by sundown tomorrow. Good luck. The fate of the freedom-loving world depends on us.
6, 7, 58 seconds. 58 seconds. I know that was kind of really long, but I'm not joking. 58 seconds. Let's commit. Right, let's commit. The fucker comes back. Fuck you, Rudy. So yeah, that plane they get on, it gets attacked. I don't know why they need a plane with their birds. They can fly. So this guy decides to stay back, even though, like I said, he could fly out. And yeah, he dies here. The plane explodes. It's a sad scene. I would say it's a sad scene, but it's really not, because this guy, he could have easily gotten out, but he decided not to. And he goes down with his plane. So we get the best scene in the movie where, because they don't have a captain anymore, they have to figure out how to make a plan. And this scene is not funny at all, but for some reason, this was the funniest thing to me as a child.
Thank you very much. Everyone be quiet. Quiet!
We need a plan. And the plan is to find a safe location to plan the next move.
You heard the bird.
So, our plan is to, make a plan.
Well, the kids couldn't tell I swapped to a pirated version rather than a YouTube version, because I don't know why. I was a YouTube version, I thought it'd be easier. But hey, this one's better quality, and it's full screen. Also, the reason I did this because they had it in portrait mode for a while, for this classic scene. Now, you're probably wondering, what is the point of this scene? Well, the whole reason I watched the movie as a kid was because me and my brothers thought the line, "The plan is to make a plan," was the funniest thing ever. The plan is to make a plan? I don't know why it cracks me up to this day. But yeah, this movie is terrible. I had to sit through all that stuff just to get to one line. This one line. So these disgusting looking French mice come in. Like, I really hate their design. Like, what the heck? Is one of them trying to be sexy or something? I really don't like it. And I guess it is sexy because some reason this bird decides that interspecies relationships are good. Because he gets turned on by this fucking disgusting mouse. I don't know why. Why are they attracted to ugh. So this mouse decides that Valiant is kind of hot, so she makes out with him randomly, and this shocks everybody because I don't know. Apparently, little pigeons can get bitches. And yeah, in case you're wondering, I guess she kisses everyone because she's French. And yes, there is Rule 34 of this character. Not a lot, but it does exist. I thought you guys might like to know that, and I'm not going to post it here because why would I do that? But yes, in case you're wondering, somebody thought that mouse is hot. So the evil Nazi falcons chase him into a poorly rendered forest, but they get outwitted by thorns. But I mean, they do get outwitted, but they capture our good friend Bugsy, who probably should have flew away for his first chance, like he was going to. But I guess he decided that being a prisoner of a Nazi falcon was much better. But yeah, remember that guy who died in that plane crash? Well, yeah, he's back randomly. He's got a little bit of black eye. Don't ask me why they didn't just kill his character off, showing that there's stakes in this movie, but this is a kid's movie. We need to showcase that characters can come back to life, or some bullshit like that. So for some reason, the Nazi Falcon decides to take a shower randomly, because when Valiant sneaks into his base, he's in the shower. I guess because this is what happens when you get your plans done. Also, they died. Just kidding, they're alive still, but I thought it'd be funny to say they died. So yeah, he finds the plans. These are very important plans, which all reveal what they are at the end of the movie. I'm not even joking. How it's really you have to see it. I cannot believe it. I could not believe when I first saw this. Of course, Valiant decides that he, like Casper, is into war. So he tries to get the key to free his friend, but the key's right next to the Nazi Falcon shower. Yeah, and never thought I'd say that line in the movie. There's a Nazi Falcon taking a shower, while a pigeon tries to get a key from a bullet. It makes as much sense as it looks. So the rest of the movie is just the Nazi Falcon chasing after Valiant out the entire world, and they make this even more ridiculous as they had to take a plane to get wherever they were going. I'm not joking, they fly back to his hometown. That is how dumb this movie is. And this chase scene goes on way too long, and he gets to showcase how bad the animation is. Well, not at this part, but later on down the chase scene. This chase scene goes on for like a fucking whole hour, and I guess they didn't have any good other footage for this. They reused the home scene because they're lazy, I guess. They fly through really bad-looking fields, and there's the Hogwarts Express going by. Just look at this shot. Does this look good to you? Does that look like a fully rendered scene for you? Keep in mind, The Incredibles and Shrek 2 came out a year before this. Just to give you a frame of reference for how bad this animation is. So Valiant flies back to his hometown because I guess it's something that pigeons know how to do. And they fly around this amazing pole shot. Look at this. Look at how amazing this scene is animated. Look at that. We gotta look at this again because it is such a great work by this team. In fact, this wasn't even animated by them. They actually asked Pixar to animate this for them. And believe it or not, Pixar animated this scene right here. Not only that, DreamWorks helped a little bit to animate this. Yeah, both of them worked together just for this one scene. Now, we gotta take a little this frame by frame. Okay? Okay, let's go back there. So, this guy falls on his ass, rings a bell. They're flying towards there. This woman's bathing. She is shocked because she knows what's about to happen. We're in frame by frame this. He scratches at the chimney here. Look at this. We get to see a nice shot of his ass. We know that if he knew we were there, that he could easily drop a dukes on us. But instead, he decides that he'd rather eat his prey. Valiant. Now, look at the face here. Now, this would have been one of my thumbnails for the video, but unfortunately, it's so blurry. But Valiant is valiantly flying away from this monstrosity of a pigeon here. Look at the intensity they animated in his face here. You can see it so well, can't you? And look at this bird. He's about to take a bite of that ass. But Valiant knows his way around poles. And he does a quick dodge here. Look at that. Look how beautifully animated that is. This is totally an amazing scene. So yeah, Valiant somehow defeats him. I don't know. He doesn't get any help. And yeah, he strangles him. And then he dies. Oh, or maybe he doesn't die. But yeah, he wins. And they figure out where the plans were going to. But before we can see where the plans are for, we have to see Valiant puke them up. Because that is a very important scene. And we can see all his phlegm and shit like that and everything. Very disgusting. Now, what was so important about these plans? Well, you're about to find out.
Certainly.
One moment.
Gentlemen, a change of plan. We now land in Normandy.
Repeat. Normandy.
I gotta pause here again. What the hell? Now, there really wasn't any World War II accurate or anything that references the war itself, really. So we thought it was just some made-up war that maybe takes place in the past. All of a sudden, oh yeah, this is all of a sudden, yeah, these birds helped them out. They gave them the plans. They discovered the plans. If it wasn't for Valiant, we would never have attacked Normandy. We would never have won World War II. So we gotta thank fucking Valiant, of all people, of all fucking birds, for this happening. This is such a stupid ending. I mean, come on. Are you kidding me? You have to be that stupid about it? So this wouldn't be an early 2000s animated movie if there wasn't a dance party ending. And Valiant gives us what we want. A dance party ending. But that's actually not how it ends. Well, it does end here. But it ends with something that completely fucked my brain. Not with Valiant getting some love in there. But this statement here. Animals saved thousands of lives during World War II. Eisenhower for animal bravery is a Dickin Medal. Dickin, great name. British. Dickin Medals from Britain. This is very British, you can tell. 54 Dickin Medals awarded for the war. 18 went to dogs, 3 to horses, 1 to a cat, and 32 to pigeons. I give Valiant from 2005 my final rating of 2 out of 5 stars. Or a 4 out of 10 rating, in case you're wondering. It is not that great. The animation's bad. It gets can entertain a toddler if they think dialogue about making plans is funny. But overall, it's not worth bringing back up from its depths. It also isn't very interesting historically speaking. It doesn't do anything with that, or even the fact that pigeons were used during World War II. Like, I didn't know about that. I researched it, and that sounds more interesting than the movie we got. Oh well, I guess you want to make bomb and barrel kid fodder, then you watch Valiant. And that's all I gotta say about Valiant. Valiant wants you to become a member of my Patreon. Starting with $1 a month, you get pretty much anything that I have there, so you can see videos early. And other stuff. You can recommend me to do stuff, I don't really know. I've never really done it, and I need money so I can buy some pizza. I need pizza money. Yeah, Valiant recommends it. I mean, if he can fly around an entire pole, an entire chimney, a brick chimney, to get away from a Nazi vulture, or falcon, then you can help donate. Or don't, it doesn't really matter. Just give me a like.